Do you think you can pass this 30-second test of leg strength that could predict your future independence? This isn't something your doctor looks into during your annual visit, but your result is as important as any other vital sign or lab marker. Your doctor is trained to deal with disease, not look for weakness. And by the time they notice it, it's probably too late. So don't wait any longer. Let's find out in the next few minutes if your legs are strong enough, because all you need is a timer and a chair. If you're not already strength training, I bet it will be much more challenging than you're thinking. I'm a home care physical therapist, and there's actually two categories of women I see who consistently are surprised that they fail this test. The first are those who walk daily, stay busy around the house, and say, "I'm not sedentary, I'm on my feet all day long." And the second group are those who tell me, "My doctor said I'm doing well and I should just keep staying active." Both of these are classic cases of mistaking being active for being strong. And there is a difference, because just being busy and active doesn't mean you've built strong legs that will protect your future. And failing this test means you're a higher fall risk than you might realize right now. Most women don't know this, but your performance on this test reveals something about your body that doctors frequently miss, and it changes how confidently you move through everyday life. Here's why this test is so important. If you struggle to pass, it means the rest of your life is more difficult than it needs to be, and without getting stronger, life only gets harder from here. Activities like stairs, getting out of cars, getting off the toilet, and getting up and down off the ground are much more difficult if your leg strength isn't up to par. Struggling on this test also means you're at risk for decline. If your legs are already working at their limits, something simple like the flu can cause a rapid drop in function. Because ultimately, if you can't stand up on your own, you can't live on your own. And that's why I love this test. It reveals problems early, so you still have time to fix them. And after you try the test, I'm going to share the top 2 exercises I use with my patients to improve their score. The good news is that even if your legs are weaker than you thought, you can improve quicker than most people think possible. And I'll explain how in a minute. But first, let's get you set up for the test. You need a firm chair. Something like a kitchen chair will work just fine. Set a timer for 30 seconds. Cross your arms over your chest, just like this, and then sit down and stand back up as many times as you can in 30 seconds. Make sure the chair doesn't slide backwards, so put it against a wall or table if you happen to notice that occurring. This sounds almost too simple, right? Only 30 seconds and a chair. Well, that's the point, because I can tell all I need about a patient from how they perform in these 30 seconds. You could spend hours in the gym each week or walk 10,000 steps per day, but if your legs aren't being loaded the right way, you're still gonna fail. Your goal is 15 reps. And even if you're not there yet, I promise that with time and consistency, you will get there. If you are there already, I'm gonna explain a small mistake that you might have been making to get a higher score. If you didn't hit 15, you must begin prioritizing getting your legs stronger, and you need to start right now. The easiest place to start is by practicing sit to stands. Do a set every day and slowly increase the reps as you get stronger. The most important thing is that you're consistent. And second, try doing squats with your hands on the lip of your sink. Keep your torso upright, then squat right down and back up, only holding on for balance and not actually pulling yourself up with your hands on the sink. These 2 exercises alone can make a massive difference in your leg strength in the years to come. And if you did pass it, one thing I see a lot of is bending forward excessively to get extra reps. So try to avoid doing that, because it can take stress off your thighs, and it's almost like a cheat code for this test to just get a higher score. But here's what I do recommend to continue getting stronger. First, build up to being able to do 30 straight if you can't do that already. Once you can do that, you have 2 options. Number 1, you can add a weight with a dumbbell, kettlebell, or you can even fill a backpack with water bottles. Or use a staggered stance where you move one foot a few inches forward and it will cause you to shift more weight to the other leg, thus making it more challenging. I think you'll be pleased with how much stronger you are once you're able to work these into your progressions. And remember, this test isn't about just trying to pass it today. It's about realizing where you're at now and doing everything you can to improve your score over the next coming decades to keep your fall risk low and stay far away from a potential decline. Because the women who work on this consistently are not the ones ending up in nursing homes.